All right. Well, hi, everyone. My name is
No.
Michelle Yasuda, and I am the program director for the Foundation for Conscious Living's Big Leap Home online programs. And these programs are all about us growing and learning together in the Hendricks world. So I am happy to see you here tonight. I am usually in a different room, but our speaker tonight happens to be my husband. So he's in the office tonight. Well, I think it's time to turn this call over. And I always call, I'm a little bit blah, blah, blah tonight. So I'm not in my normal space. Okay, so I'll just start that again. I love to turn these calls over with an appreciation, and I certainly have a lot to appreciate about our facilitator tonight. So, so Dean, what I notice about you when I think about you and the work that you do in the world, what I love is your gentle presence and playful presence. And I notice that your ability to connect with people is really easy, and I really admire that, how easy it is for you to connect with people around you and how loving you are. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn the call over to you, and I'm excited for this call.
Thank you. I'm just letting all that land right now and going, oh, yummy. Thank you. Oh, so here we are. So tonight we are talking about presence, connect, play, or that's one of the, I know part of it was the app that if anyone haven't tried that or downloaded that on your phone, I would really encourage everyone to check it out. So it looks like this. And I'm making up, Michelle's putting in a link because that's what I appreciate about her. She's always on the go and getting all those information in. And this is really fun to play with throughout your day, to presence, connect, and play with yourself. And what I love about this, what I love about the Hendricks work is what I took on during the trainings is about presencing myself constantly because, living up here all the time and we're always thinking and worrying and fleeing and past and all the things that go on in this huge, powerful brain of ours gets in a way of presencing where we are in the moment. And so learning these, really, simple tools that we can use on a daily basis, to me is very magical. I love that. I love the simplicity of their work. And yet it's so powerful. It's like a pebble or a seed, they drop a pebble in the water and how it ripples, it's just, it makes a big ripple. And that's what I love about this work. And so tonight, we're going to play with the app a little bit and then, punch one in and we'll see what it says and just play with that. And then I also will introduce some movements that I like to play with that can help you presence, connect, and play. And then we'll do a little bit of breathing because that's always a great way to presence yourself. And so right now, everyone, wherever you are, where are you right now? Oh, look at that. She got the app, Elizabeth. So if you just tune into yourself right now, where are you? Just really play with that. Where are you right now? Are you with me? Are you, what are you thinking? What's going on up there? Just notice and be okay with that and be kind because that's what our brain does. It's going to always think, it's always going to create, it's always going to be somewhere. So how do we presence ourselves? Well, one of the tools I like to use is just asking myself, where am I? Where am I? Where am I right now? Whoa, I am in the future, I'm in the past, I'm wherever, and then make it no big deal. Like, where am I? Oh wow, I was like a year out from now. Whew, all right, it's okay. It's okay that my brain's doing that. And that's when you can come back home. And one of the if you're not familiar with fear melters, one of the fear melters is called Love Scoop, where you reach out and you bring in some love. So you're just imagining there's a pool of love or an ocean of love all around you, and you're scooping up some love and just bringing it into yourself. So you're really giving yourself this presencing of, okay, I'm here. I can love myself right now for fleeing all over the place. I can love myself for not being present. So all the things that we could a lot of times beat ourselves up about, like, oh, how come I'm not, oh, I can't do this thing, or, oh, how come I can't stay present? And, to stay present, where I know Katie always reminds us to, you never stay present. You can presence yourself, because our mind is always going to go. So how can we presence back to home where you are in the moment? And that's one of the questions I like to ask myself is, where am I right now? It's a really easy way to present yourself. Where am I? I'm not here. Okay, let me do something, move my body. Really is, you can just move your body in any kind of way, just change your position. So like right now, just change your position. You don't have to move your body, but change something about the way you're sitting. Just move your feet, move your hands. That's presencing yourself. You can, where am I? Oh, move my body, get myself from here in your body. Okay. Now I can come back to where I'm at. Does that make sense? So where are you? Where are you now? And just play with that. That's going to be something I'll be playing with you throughout the night. It's like, okay, where are you right now? And just go, yeah, I'm in the future, or I'm in the past, or I'm just staring at Dean and thinking about something else. And it's a no big deal. It's okay. So right now I'm going to play with this. I'm going to press one and see what comes up, and let's see if we can play with that. All right. So, all right. Presence, connect, play. So presence, notice your breath and sensations, and notice others around in the room. So notice your breath. Are you breathing, or are you holding your breath? Are you breathing easily? Are you breathing down into your belly? So if you're not used to breathing in your belly, you soften your belly and fill it up gently like a balloon, and exhale. So are you breathing? Notice any sensations that's happening in your body. Like, what am I noticing? Noticing a little tingling in my chest area. So just notice what's happening in your body. And then notice others in the room, and notice what's in your room. So notice what's around you. That's a really, as we spoke earlier, it's a simple way to presence yourself. And notice if I'm breathing. Notice any sensations that's happening in my body. Oh, my jaw is tight, or my shoulders are tight. Oh, and just noticing, non-judgmental noticing, without criticizing yourself or judging it. Just like, oh yeah, my shoulders are tight. Let me just move that around. Nothing to fix, just notice. And then notice what's in your room. Often we're in the same room all the time, but do we really notice what's in our room? Notice what's in the corners other than cobwebs. Notice what's on the floor. Just really like giving, loving attention to what is around you. Like, wow, yeah, I have these nice, beautiful stones that Michelle puts on her desk here. And noticing the mic in front of me. So that's a great way to presence yourself also. Just notice something around you. And then the connect on this one is listen appreciatively. So you listen appreciatively, like, oh, like really tuning into when you're listening to someone. Okay, where am I right now? Again, where am I? Am I listening to this person? Or am I trying to figure out what to say, trying to figure out, yeah, basically what do I say, or do I have to say something, or whatever goes on in your head. So, oh, am I not present with this person and just listening, taking in what this person's talking about? And, oh, wow. And really be curious about, oh, I have this human being expressing something to me, and how can I be as present as I can with them? And so that's something, that's a connecting, so that's the connect part. And then play is on this app, it says new choice. So make a new choice. So what does that mean? Oh, if I'm listening to someone, I can ask them, oh, tell me more. Like whatever they're saying. Oh, tell me more about that. Show interest, show a new choice of, oh, tell me more about that. Oh, wow, that's cool. La, 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 la. And really give that person like they're on stage and you're giving them all your presence, and you're just like, yay, and this present person is expressing, you can see how happy they are or whatever it is, and be like, ah, oh, okay, I can play with this and connect. And then also back to you always of presencing yourself as you're talking with someone. Am I breathing? Okay. Oh, am I moving? You know, we always want to be, not always, but in most cases, when we're with someone, we want to be pay attention and be serious and not move. You know, where we it's okay to move. You know, and they might even move too if you just move slowly. Like, oh, well, they'll notice. What's going on over there? How's your shoulders? I'm like, oh no, just moving my body because I feel stiff. So that's a great way to presence that and play. So where are you right now? Yeah, good. So anybody have any questions or anything that is popping up in their heads about just this bit that we talked about? And if not, that's okay. I'm going to have a drink of water. All right. Okay, so let's play with a little breathing. And what I like to play with when Gabe puts his hand on his tummy right above your belly button and your chest. So just like this. And so when you can see my hand going closer and farther apart. So I'm just doing the movement. So the movement is rounding my back, arching my back. And you see my hands get closer and further apart. So just breathe normally. We're not adding breath in yet. Just get the movement down. It's a nice way to, having your hands on your body is a nice way to feel what it feels like to arch and round your back. Okay, now you can add breath. So as your hands go apart, you're breathing in. Breathing in, you can feel your belly popping out. And as you round your back, your hands are going closer and you're exhaling. Just make it as slow and easy as possible. That's how I like to look at it. So bring this breath in as slow as you can through your nose, and exhale as slow as you can. Keeping the movement gentle and easy. And just notice where your mind is right now as you're breathing. What thoughts are happening in there? Are you just being with your body and breathing? Are you just being right where you are in the moment? Or are you trying hard to get it right? Or judging yourself or criticizing yourself for not doing it right? So presencing your thoughts, bringing it down to your breath, and just do your best. Breathing gently. All right. Let's go ahead and move your shoulders around, move your body around a little, and just notice what's happening in your body. So presence what's happening in your body right now. Do you feel free from constriction, spacious? You have spacious breath and movement? Or are you still feeling tight or closed off? Yeah. So what I like to also play with is, so I'm also a personal trainer and a coach. So I like to play with simple movements that we can do every day for basically stretching and adding breath, and then adding presence and connect and play with it. So let's play with if you're willing, let's play with a gentle neck, a gentle head rotation. So as your head comes back, you're gonna inhale. So keeping the breath in the same rhythm as when we're doing it in our body. So you're exhaling as it comes down, inhaling slowly as it rolls back. You're inhaling, exhaling. So you're presencing your movement, presencing any clicks and cricks that you hear. I know I do. In our neck. Presencing where your shoulders are. Soften your shoulders. And let's go ahead and change directions. Just notice where your mind is. Are you connecting it to your neck? Connecting your presence with your neck and your breath? And then how can you play with your thoughts that's happening in your mind? And be kind to yourself. All right, it's come in for a landing. And then now just notice what's happening in your body. Just tune in all the way down to your feet, to the ends of your fingers, to your back body, front body. Just notice, what's happening? How's my neck feel? Where am I right now? Notice where you are in your mind. Hey, everyone looks a little bit more calm, I think, that I can see. the more smiles on the face, the more interaction. All right, so now let's just go down and we'll play with our shoulders. Just if your shoulders are fine, and just go to your level of movement. Okay, so as we roll up, then inhale, roll it back, and exhale as it comes forward. So inhale, so it's a slow, gentle movement. You go at your comfort level, not trying to overstretch it, just moving your shoulders gently with your breath. So we're presencing our shoulders, presencing if how they feel. Is it tight? Is it loose? Is it crickling and crackling? I know mine is. Breathing. Just notice if you're making it too hard. Just make it easy. Move in an easy way. Let's switch directions. Go back, inhale, exhale. And then come in for a landing. It's a nice simple exercises you can do when you're working on our computers all day. Just take 30 seconds to breathe, slowly move, presence the movement, connect with your body. And then how can you play with that? How can you play with your thoughts, basically, as you're doing these? Like, oh, where am I right now? Oh my goodness, I was in next week already. And be like, and laugh about it, and just be real gentle about where your mind is, because it's always going to go somewhere. And you just bring it back in a kind way, like, come on back, come on back, come on back here. I want to focus on this right now. And you can go flee later somewhere else, or figure something out, whatever it's up in your head. So you can play with that. So, where are you right now? You can put it in the chat. Let me see what's in the chat. I don't even have my chat up. Yeah, so just feel where you are. Are you here? Are you tomorrow? What are you going to do after this class? Are you bored and like want to get off? Like, oh, this sucks. Gina, go ahead.
The voice of the biggest effect is that how experienced everything seemed a moment ago.
You're breaking up.
Oh, I'm breaking up.
Okay, I think now you're good.
I was just having feedback to the group of like how everything was so serious a minute ago. Like, I've got to get all this done. I got to do it. And all of a sudden I'm like, what? I have to do what? Huh? Huh? So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. No, that's great noticing. Like you said, our minds can go, and my mind goes too. And so when I'm asking you, I'm asking myself at the same time, where am I right now? Am I 5 minutes ahead? Am I right here? Am I noticing everyone in the room? Or am I somewhere else? Do I want to drink my juice that I made earlier? So it's a reminder of it's co-creating together of, where are you? Where am I? So that's what I'm doing. As I'm asking you, I'm asking myself, where am I right now? Oh, I'm right here. How can I be as present as possible with all of you? Because I am. Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
have something to say.
Yeah.
I just kind of really landed here because I realized as you were doing the instructions that I was really becoming aware of a preoccupation with this email I was expecting and the anxiously expecting. I thought, oh, well, I can just go check it right now. And I did. And everything sort of got, oh, everything's okay. Okay, I can land now. So anyway, thank you for letting me share that. I just really here now with you instead of preoccupied. So I'm happy about that. Thank you.
No, thank you. I really appreciate you expressing that, that you were able to express that, and then it's out. And then I'm imagining you feel a lot better. And it's like, okay, I wasn't paying attention. Let me just say it. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Oh, wow. That's our mind. Our mind is so powerful. It can take us off to many places. And, I'm just a few trainings ago, I think. And, Katie and Gay, I think we're talking about how present are we? And it shows that science shows that even the most masterful person in consciousness, the small amount of people that can stay present is like 4 seconds of being actually here with someone, like present. And then your mind goes off, and then you come back. Mind goes off, and then you come back. But 4 seconds is like the longest. And for me, I was like, oh, that's kind of a relief, like I've been trying so hard to be present as much as I can. That's why I constantly move, so I can try and be as present as I can. And I was like, oh, 4 seconds? Oh, yay. Then I'm okay. Nothing's wrong with me. I'm doing okay. I can be at least 1 second or 2 seconds of presence with people and just move my body and go, oh, and express that also is been a great tool when you're with someone, and when you're not present, say, whoa, I apologize. I was off thinking about something else, and now I'm back, and I can pay attention to you. And it's a really great connection tool when you're with someone, because they're like, oh, this person just said they weren't with me, and now they are. Wow, okay. They're to me, that's like a very beautiful way of connecting, like just stating the truth, like, well, I wasn't here and now I am. So, okay. And then you continue with your talking. So that's a fun way. Most times it's fun that you can express that with someone that is your friend, or even if not their friend, if not your friend, and you express that, you're going to get whatever reaction you're going to get. And then you can go, oops, okay, that didn't work so well. But it's great to play with that. So, I'm going to open this up again. So let's see what else comes up on our app here. So let's boom. So what's the next one? Oh, so presence, great. Oh, I love this. So the first for presence is appreciate. So how can you right now appreciate yourself? How can you appreciate yourself right now? So just give yourself some appreciations. And, for me, it was at the beginning, I was like, oh, what I trying to create these big appreciations about myself. And then realize it can be very simple. Oh, I appreciate my lungs right now for breathing. I appreciate my eyes that I can see all of you. I appreciate my ears that I can hear. Just keep it very simple. I appreciate my fingers for moving, that I can grab things and feel. And all the things that can be taken for granted on this beautiful machine that we have that does so much in one day, and so much, even sitting down, it's constantly doing something. And so appreciating my heart for beating right now, So appreciation is a beautiful tool to presence yourself. And one of the practices that Katie would mention is, for every negative thought, give yourself 5 appreciations. And boy, I tell you, at the beginning, I was appreciating myself constantly. And I still do, because negativity just comes through. And I'm like, oh, okay, how can I appreciate myself right now? Well, I can appreciate myself for appreciating myself, of thinking of negative things. So playing with that. And then also appreciating what you have around you. So that's always a beautiful practice. What do you have around you right now? What can I appreciate? So what can you appreciate in your room right now? And then what can you appreciate what you have in the moment? And then if you have a partner or friends or workmates anywhere, you can, appreciation is so powerful. You can start with an appreciation when you see someone. That's really a beautiful practice too. Like, when I see Michelle, I say, oh, I appreciate your hair today. And then you start a conversation. So you're right there, you're opening up connection. So when you see someone, oh, I appreciate your smile right now. And then you're like, whoa, I know for me, it feels really good when the first thing someone says is, oh, I appreciate the way you're dressed right now. Oh, thank you. Oh, that feels good. And then you start your conversation. So leading with appreciation is one of the most powerful tools that one of the great tools that Katie and Gail talk about. So leading with appreciation. So yeah, play with that one. So we talked about appreciating presence. So connect, receive communication with open posture and breath. Beautiful. So connecting. So what that means is when you come in and you talk to someone, no matter who it is, you're not standing like this. Like, where are you going? Oh, I'm just standing like this. You're standing sideways, opening up your posture and not like this, because that's showing something right there. If you're walking up and someone's talking to you, like, so open your posture. I mean, you don't have to be like this. Like, what's going on? You want a hug? But open your posture, open your chest, open your hips, breathe. And just fully be towards that person, fully be open to that person. And then you can feel, oh, this person is in front of me. They're talking to me. And Michelle and I still sometimes do the whole drive-by talking, we're, hey, honey, la, 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 la. And I hear half of it, and then that can cause something later on. Like, didn't you remember I said da, da, da? And I was like, I remember half of it. So learning to, hey, you have a moment, and fully turn towards that person, breathe and talk to them, and then see how it lands, and see how it lands for you. Like, oh yeah, that person really heard me. And even if they didn't, you demonstrated that I'm here talking to you, present as possible, breathing and fully open. And then whatever happens there happens over there. And we just, yeah. Oh, go ahead, Elizabeth.
I have a question about how to be with someone who's not present, how to be present with someone who's not present. I find that difficult. So if you have any ideas,
Well,
that would be appreciated.
no, yeah, no, that's a great question. And often it's your job is to be present. That whatever happens over there is going to happen with them. And then it's up to you if you want to keep that conversation or that thing going with that person. Or you can express, hey, I noticed that doesn't look like you're here with me. You know, I feel sad that it looks like you're somewhere else. So just something gentle to, that person might be going through something and they're not going to be present with you. It depends what relationship you have with them, how open you can be with them, if it's a partner or a good friend or work colleague, So for us, for you is to demonstrate what that looks like. And sometimes what I've experienced is when you're present as much as you possible and breathing, the other person will feel that, and they'll be like, oh, I'm not fully here. Maybe I should pay attention to Elizabeth talking to me. So that's a few ways you can gently bring it in, and
Yeah.
I just like, hey,
Oh,
yeah, go ahead. You have anything else more?
I'm having internet problems, so you're breaking up. No, I thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's especially difficult with someone, like close to me who's always on the phone, and then, then it's like it feels like I feel abandoned, and I don't want to make like a big problem out of it, but yeah, so
Well, yes, I understand that. And what we've been learning through Katie and Gay is to be fully transparent. And if it's with a good friend, you can just say that, like, I feel, and bringing the question to you of what you're feeling instead of blaming, like, hey, get off your phone and whatever. Like, oh, I feel really sad. Like, I don't feel like you're with me. And then just stop and see what happens.
I'll
Yeah.
try that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, keep me updated.
Okay.
All right. So right now, where are you? Where are you right now? I see you writing. That's good. You're writing some things down. And then notice where you are. Do you notice your body on connecting to your seat? Do you notice your body? Any sensations that's happening in your body? Notice your breath. Often the breathing, if just noticing if you're holding your breath throughout the day. If you're holding your breath, exhale. Let me take a nice few belly breaths. Connecting back down. So that's a nice one to play with too, and notice if you're holding your breath. If you're doing something. And that's very common that we hold our breath when we do things. So it's like, oh, how can I connect my breath when I'm reaching out for something? So you're practicing and you're taking your time when you're doing things instead of just going through the day. And next thing you know, wow, the day's ending. What happened? So that's another way to connect throughout your day is notice when I'm not breathing when I'm grabbing things. And so it slows your pace down a little too. And I practice that myself because I'm going also. So tools that we all can play with. Okay, so what's the play? So in presence was appreciation, connect, open posture and breath, and then play bodify your experience for a moment before speaking. So I don't know if everyone's familiar with what bodifying is. So Katie, so what bodifying is a way to express what you're feeling with body movement and sound, with no words. So it's like charades. So what you're doing is you're noticing what you're feeling, and then you express it with your body. So right now, what are you feeling? And then play with that. Just play with that with your hands and your body, like ooh, or whatever is happening in your body. Express it with your body, whatever's happening in here. So if you're a dancer, probably get down connects when dancers express with their body. So learn to use your body to express when sometimes a lot of times the words get in the way. So when you're feeling a certain way, you just move your body and express in a whatever way that feels good. So that way you're tuning in and listening to this huge body intelligence here. Our body knows so much wisdom that this little brain here overrides and pushes it down. Alexandra, yeah.
Yeah, so what you are just saying about the bodification, I remember starting with the Hendricks Institute in January. We did Evolutionary Playground and then Body Intelligence. And when I entered, all my prior learning had been up here, right? Tons and tons of learning. Boy, I could tell you all the things. And so I was really skeptical with that, the body connection, and even in the early sessions, Katie was like, are you okay with getting weird, everybody? Because sometimes this looks weird. And I was like, not really okay with it. It was so weird. But, this many months in, I noticed that it does make a difference. A couple of weeks ago, yeah, it's amazing. A couple of weeks ago, I was in the middle of a swirl with my thinking, kind of in the grip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a moment of presence where I was like, wait, what would happen if you actually, I forget what she calls it. What is the practice called where you give it shape?
Matching.
So I was like, what if you match it? So I figured out what it was. I matched it. Then I magnified it. And the magnification, it was like, it totally helped me understand what was bothering me in a way that I would have possibly just gone in circles if I just tried to do it intellectually.
Oh, nice. That is wonderful. Have you appreciated yourself for going through that process?
Oh, well, I didn't at the time, but I sure do. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, great. So Alexandra is talking about, so as we did bodifying, there's another method called matching. And we can play with that now. So matching is whatever you're feeling in your body, all your sensations, whatever, you're going to sculpt or paint whatever you're feeling right now. So in your hands, either you're going to sculpt something, you can close your eyes, sculpt it, or paint. So whatever feels good to you of what you're feeling right now. What are you noticing in your body? What are you feeling? Notice if you're sculpting something, notice the weight or the shape of it, textures. If you're painting, notice your brush strokes or the size of the brush, or if you're doing both. Notice if there's any colors that's happening. Just notice. Notice what you're feeling and express it in your hands, in your sculpture, or your paint, or your painting. And that's a great way, as Alexandra found out, for presencing what's happening in your mind as you're looping, because we do that, and then we just get stuck. Like, oh my God, what's going on in here? So when you let your body match what's happening in here, it comes out, takes it out, creates space in your mind and your body. So whatever you're either dealing with, things can pop through, So when we're in here doing this, then it's so hard to get ideas and creativity to come through. So letting it out, moving it out, moving your body. I know from my experience doing that, moving my body when I'm stuck or in a project or it is, move my body, express, and then the universe will, boom, something will pop right in and be like, oh wow, I never even thought of that. Oh, that's because my head was full of ideas and I didn't know what to do with it. So yeah, moving your body is it's really cool. Just experiment with it. It could sound, like Alexandra said, it can be like, oh my God, what is that? I mean, movie. I know when I first saw it too, I was like, what's going on here? What's this thing that they're doing? And so until I experimented with it and go, wow, there's okay, I know she's been doing this for 40 years and she probably has a lot of wisdom. Let me just experiment with it. And I love how she always gently invites us to just experiment and see what happens. That's all you got to do is experiment with it and play with it. So that's a really cool. Thank you, Alexandra. I really appreciate that. And I'm really happy that you had a shift. And that's cool. It's really cool. All right, so that was our Presence Connect Play with our app. So yeah, so that's, it's really fun app to play with. Cool, so we've got about 9 minutes. So where are you now? Locate yourself. Locate your body. Notice any sensations that's happening. Notice your breath. And just notice any emotions that's coming up. And then just be with that. Nothing to do. Just be right here with yourself, with us. Just noticing anyone that you see on the Zoom. If you're on gallery, just notice someone in a room. Notice their clothes, notice their hair, notice their room. And then bring it back to yourself and then notice what's happening in you. Notice your breath, notice any sensations. And then go to someone else and notice the person. And then bring it back and notice what's happening in you. So that's called the loop of awareness. Katie talks about giving curious attention to someone and then bring it back to you. And it's not going to flow like this at the beginning. It might be a little clunky. I'm noticing you. Oh, wait. Because often when we say no to someone, it can be like, you get that. You're like, whoa, okay, why are you staring at me? So learning to just notice someone and then notice yourself. And then also notice where your loop is. Either your loop will be out. Often a lot of people's loop is out and they're so involved with that person that we forget to breathe because you're listening to them so intensely. And then you forget to breathe. Oh, so that's a loop out. And so for me, I tend to loop in more. So I'm looping in, going, okay, stuck in my mind, judging myself. What am I going to say? Oh my God. So learning to loop in and loop out is a great practice to presence yourself and presence that person. And I know what Katie's stories is like having M&Ms. So I give, if you're a looper outer or inner, you're like, for me is I give you 2 M&Ms and then I give me 1 M&M. But if you're the opposite, you go, I give me 2 M&Ms and then I give you 1 M&M. So you're playing with the tempo of your loop. So that's the presencing of, I'm presencing this person in front of me, but I'm not going to fall into everything they're doing, because we often can do that with their energy. And, you know, it's challenging. If their energy is big, you're like, oh, you can fall into their energy, or you can just fall back into yourself and just be quiet and just sit there and, okay, this person is talking a lot. Oh my God, I just want to get out of here. What am I doing here? You know, so learning that practice of paying curious attention to you, paying curious attention to me. Boom. And then you're co-creating your energy together. And then you're not getting lost within yourself or out there in that person. So, wow, here we are. It's about 5 till, 6 till, coming in for landing. Anybody have any questions or thoughts or?
I notice I'm a lot more calm.
Are you echoey?
I know.
Is it because you're in another
I'm
room?
turning that off. Somehow I managed to mess up my computer, and I can't hear on my laptop, so I had to open up on my phone. So I'm having a little trouble, but yeah, I just feel so much more calm. I feel so much more in my body right now. I notice I love the breathing with the head rolls a lot. Really like that. So thank you.
That was part of the script. She had to, say something nice at the end because she's my wife.
Well, I want to say that I really get it, what she loves about you, because I feel your wonderful, sweet heart and many qualities that came across, and they really landed. And thank you so much for your gift.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Yeah, so hopefully they gave you some tools to play with and to keep yourself as present as possible. And thank you so much for taking your time to be with us, to be with me, and to, thank you. I hand it over to my wonderful, beautiful wife to close us out.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for being with us. Oh my gosh, I'm on 2 phones here. I'm on 2 devices. I'm sorry about that. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with us and creating this connection. And I hope to see you in future. So if you want to unmute and say anything, go ahead and do that. And lots of love. Mwah. Thanks, everyone. Thanks,
Thank
Dean.
you.
Thank you.
Mwah.
It was lovely. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed that session.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Good. Appreciate that.
I feel like I came home.
Yay. That was the plan.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
You're welcome,
you.
Elizabeth. Have a beautiful night.